All right. Look. We all know what happened. And I know I'm probably a little late to the game, and I also kind of don't care. Because I'd rather kind of think this through. I got to say, though, overall, it was a good experience. It was a good experience. Of course, I'm talking about season 2 trailer for the Wheel of Time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so there are some things I love about it. There are some things I'm still not quite sold on. There are some things I still have some questions on. But the main lesson I've learned from season 1 is that we're going to go into this from a new perspective, from a new enjoying of the story and characters that we love. So I'm keeping that perspective in mind, and I thought, you know, what the heck, let's do a reaction. Let's do a BTP reacts. We haven't done a BTP reacts in a long time, and so I'm going to do a BTP reacts right now. I'm going to pull up the trailer. I'm going to watch it. And I'm just going to kind of go through it. I'm just going to kind of highlight some of the things I really, really loved about it, and some of the things that I have questions about still. If you got answers for the questions, please leave them in the comments below. If there's a part that you love that we didn't get to yet, and you wanted me to talk about it, hey, leave a comment in the questions below, or leave hey, without further ado, let's go to the video. Now, this is from the YouTube, the Prime Video YouTube. Please go watch the trailer. Leave all your comments and questions there as well. The Amazon folks have been really, really great, or the showrunners have been really, really great about interacting. So go ahead and check it out. And without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this thing on. We're going to watch it. It's going to be awesome.
Everyone has a choice.
The White Tower looks great.
Every
Okay.
choice has a...
I'm going to stop right here. This is heartbreaking. I love, story-wise, I love the callback to season 1. And we all know Lan and Moraine in the bath, and he says it could be warmer, and she runs her hand through the water, and all of a sudden it's warmer, and they're like, oh yeah, that's great. And it just, to see her kind of try and do the same thing right there, oh, heartbreaking. Also, the Halsey remix here, solid. There's so much to break down here. I love the lines there in the channeling. Oof. Okay, I'm going to go back a little bit. This is one of those things that I'm not quite so certain on. And if someone can explain it to me, I'd be happy to hear it. Okay, so the Damane. I'm not upset with the collar. I like the collar. Like, to me, it makes more sense that way, right? It makes sense to have something a little bit bigger, you know, just this flimsy little thing. The part I'm not in love with is the binky, right? I mean, that's what it looks like to me. It just looks like a binky. The weaves look great, especially how it's like real focused in their forearms. I suspect that has to do something with the Soldom wearing a cuff instead of more like a bracelet. Yeah, so someone, mouth thing. I would love that. I would love to get clarification. And maybe in season 2 they're going to give us some of that. I hope that's the case. Then Perrin got rocked right there. So did Uno and Ingtar.
Together we face the impossible.
Nynaeve's test. Okay, we got some Shinarans and some Perrin. Lanfear getting cozy. Cat crosses the courtyard. Okay, so in the books, you guys know that when someone is gentled or stilled, the only thing that really kind of keeps them alive is a purpose. So I think that's going to be Moraine's purpose. I think that's what's going to pull her through being removed from having her ability to channel. That's one of the things I'm not 100% in love with. Story-wise, it just didn't make a lot of sense, but I'm willing to go with it for now, and I'm hoping there's some context coming in season 2. Also, Rand right here. Come on, Daddy Dragon Reborn. Love. I love this too. You can see he's like trying to channel, and he's got that look of confusion on his face, or that look of almost fear or nervousness, where he's like, I don't know how to stop this. I don't know what I'm doing. And if there's one thing I can say for the cast, it's that their acting has been just brilliant. They've all been heartbreaking and funny and amazing and expressive and just fantastic. Cannot be happy with that enough. Cannot be. Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of.
You know you have something inside you. Something that calls for blood. I want to know.
These weaves are looking amazing too. Like season pause a good place. Season 2, the weaves are looking a lot more reactive as well. I'm not mad at season 1 weaves. I'm not. I know a lot of people, one of the biggest criticisms was people wanted color in the weaves. And I get why there wasn't. Guys, remember, it's an introduction into the world. We, as the viewer, didn't know anything about the world. Now, as readers, we knew rules and mechanics and everything like that. But remember, it's like in when you play D&D or something like that. You know a thing, but your character doesn't know a thing. So your character can't react as if they knew that, because your character doesn't know that unless someone gives that information to them. But you, as the player, outside of that situation, you may know that, and it's really agonizing sometimes. But kind of view yourself as like that, right? Like you're saying, hey, I am a viewer in this show. Yes, I have out of world knowledge. I have out of game knowledge, but I have to participate as a character for now until I can find a connection to that knowledge. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps too, because I've noticed I've done a lot of that as the show goes on. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not supposed to know this yet, so I shouldn't be making prejudgments on how I think this is going to go. Also, this scene right here, so it's really great that I paused here. This scene right here looks amazing. Of course, Rand and Logain don't talk till much, much later in the books. Spoilers. But I have a feeling I'm going to love this interaction. It's not just because I love Alvaro Muerte. I do love Alvaro Muerte. He's an amazing actor. His performance in season 1, love the story, hate the story, whatever. As I said, the acting was brilliant. And Alvaro Muerte was just heartbreaking. He seemed like a sincerely good dude who maybe just had sort of the wrong idea of what his role in the world was. And hey, we've all been there. I don't care what you say. We've all been there.
The last battle's come.
Also, sorry, I was talking over it, but Rand says, I need you to teach me how to control it. I think he's going to be very disappointed with this interaction. I don't think Logain's going to give him anything. I think Logain's going to, break down weeping or tell him he can't help him. He can't help anybody. I really don't think Rand is going to get what he wanted to get out of that interaction. More the horn. Oh, Turok, scary. Where Egwene gets captured, that's going to be sucky. At least that's what happens in the books.
If our friends are in trouble, why would it ever stay here? You have no conception of the power they need.
You can't do this by yourself.
Land looks. Oh, Avienda jumping around. Okay, so I will say. Oh, perfect pausing point too. I will say I am a huge nerd for choreography. If the choreography is, I have noped out of so many movies because the choreography was just bad, and it's like, okay, cool. It's not going to be great. Choreography means so much to me, and if you're going to have a fight choreography, it had better be good. It had better look like they're actually fighting. One of the statements a friend of mine and I used to talk about, and we used to say this, is that bad choreography, if someone messes up, no big deal, they just messed up. Good choreography, if someone messes up, someone's getting smacked, either on the arm or the chest or the face or whatever. Someone's getting hit if you mess up in good choreography, and that's why you have to practice it. And that's part of what makes it so good, is how rehearsed it is and how well rehearsed it is. I love the choreography here. I love the Ayula Smart jumping around, kicking people. It makes me think that we're going to get the Aiel are going to be that badass. I mean, in season 1 with episode 7 with that cold opening where you had that badass Aiel lady just laying the smackdown. And it makes me think we're going to see more of that. I am really excited to see more of that. Where I paused it here, it's kind of dark. You probably can't see it. Lan is doing a flip kick on some dude's face. I absolutely love that. I'm absolutely here for it. I cannot wait. And then later on, when we get there, it's coming up, I think, but later on we'll talk about something else as well that goes along with choreography and my anticipation for the quality of the choreography. And we're going up to North Harbor. Shout out to North Harbor Podcast.
It's not always the most powerful who might.
And Kate Fleetwood is just terrifying as well.
It's the ones who survive.
Like, you know that woman is going to do terrible things to make sure she's a survivor. Okay, right here. So I'm going to play it again really quick just because this is such a great thing here. So you got Rand coming up. He's got a sword on. Right here. Watch. Boom, boom. Right? Okay, so what I love about this is you've got Turok, who's a Heron Mark blade master. And you've got Rand, who's carrying a blade master sword at this point in time, but hasn't technically earned it, right? At least in the books. I don't know what's going to happen leading up to this point in season 2. Obviously, I haven't seen it. But one of the things that I loved is Turok pulls out the sword. He draws the sword and gets into a fighting stance. And he's got those really stupid fingernails. And he's got those really big, which is just the Seanchan. That's not anything against the showrunners. That's just the Seanchan. They're weird and over the top like that. And he's got his big, stupid, weird and over the top armor, which looks awesome. But one of my things has always been curious about is these guys have such over the top things about them. How are we going to actually see a Blade Master Seanchan? Are we actually going to see someone be moving around unencumbered with big, stupid, long fingernails and big, stupid, ridiculous armor? This is just 1 second, but how well he drew and settled into a fighting stance, to me, I believe, I hope we're going to be getting some damn good choreography. And I think this is going to be our sort of Luke versus Vader Return of the Jedi lightsaber battle moment, or dare I say maybe our Duel of the Fates moment, but just 1 versus 1 instead of 2. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, we'll go again. And he draws, boom, boom. So good. Flaming sword guy.
Spoke, boy. You are the water that turns the wheel itself.
God, so good. Okay, there is one other thing that I particularly love about that line where she's like, "You're not a spoke, boy. You're the water that turns the wheel itself." It's like, really? He's the water that turns the wheel itself, and you look at him in his face and call him boy. You're not a spoke, boy. You're the power itself. It's like, only someone with the Almerlin seats authority can pull that off well. And I think Sophie Okinado, I can't talk today. Her, Swan Sanjay, only Swan Sanjay could pull that off so well. So trailer, as far as the trailer goes, 10 out of 10. It's a great trailer. I love the trailer. The music is solid. The sequences are great. It really shows, we're going to be all spread apart, but we're still fighting for the same goal. I get a lot of Great Hunt vibes. I see some notes of some of the other, some Dragon Reborn, but oh geez, I'm just so excited about what's going to happen in season 2. I hope that we get some explanation and some context for some of the more daring decisions that were made in season 1, as well as a little bit of redemption for some of the last minute hard choices that the showrunners had to make. I know that, you know, there was a lot of struggle with season 1. So season 2 comes out in just a couple months, a few weeks actually. But go watch it. Go over to YouTube and watch this trailer. There's a link in the description below. Go over there, watch it. Leave a like on the video. Tell them what you like about it. Maybe ask your questions if you're not so sure about something. Ask your questions. See what they got going for you. I think this is going to be really great. I do. I'm really excited for it, and I hope you are too. Did I forget anything in the trailer? Was there anything in the trailer you wanted to see or that you wanted me to talk about? Leave a comment below. And shoot, let's talk about it. Yeah, absolutely. So, and you know, this has been just a little bit of a bonus taint, a BTP reacts, and from the Black Tower podcast to you, I've been Josh, your Sora Von Mahale, and I'm happy to dispense a little bit of bonus taint for you. Have a great day, everybody.